Much is said about She-Hulk's incredible powers, but today we are going to address a slightly more private subject. She-Hulk can have sex with a normal human without, causing a fatal accident. Let's delve into this delicate and curious topic, and, of course, we'll talk about its anatomy and powers to keep everything in a jovial and informative tone. So stay until the end to find out if you could survive a night with She-Hulk. Who is Jennifer Walters, first of all? Let's go to the basics. Jennifer Walters is an incredibly talented attorney who defended her clients with passion and determination. But this incredible woman's life took an unexpected and very green turn, if you know what I mean. It all started on a day that seemed like any other day at Jennifer Walters' law office. But when destiny knocks on the door, there's no stopping it, right? Jennifer was seriously injured by a mobster. On the brink of death, who could have imagined that his medicine would arrive with an intense dose of gamma radiation, courtesy of his cousin Bruce Banner? Yes, we are talking about the Hulk. The emergency transfusion wasn't just about saving Jennifer's life. It was the beginning of a new existence. As if the stars of the cosmos had aligned, the combination of Banner's unique DNA with Walters's triggered a transformation that would make Marvel's history shine even brighter. A new heroine emerged, not only possessing supernatural strength, but also retaining all her cognition and legal sagacity. Countering the chaos that often surrounds her cousin Hulk, Jennifer found a balance. She kept her identity and intellect always intact, while acquiring the muscles and resistance of the most charismatic emerald giant in the comic book universe. This unique fusion of capabilities transformed him into a force of nature, one that could crush evildoers with both his arguments in court and his insane physical strength. The metamorphosis. Genagama. When we talk about She-Hulk, we are talking about gamma radiation, which is no joke. This kind of energy isn't just any superhero vitamin. It alters genetic structure at a fundamental level. Imagine. Jennifer's DNA was completely remodeled by the unique properties of Banner's irradiated blood, making it a masterpiece of genetic modification. What the gamma radiation did was mix Jennifer's DNA sequences with Hulk's, giving her supernatural abilities. This isn't like adding extra to your favorite drink. It's a complete transformation that rewrites who she is, biologically speaking. When Jennifer transforms into She-Hulk, her muscle cells undergo exaggerated hypertrophy. Translation: your muscles become huge. And more than that, the density of her body tissues also increases, which means she can withstand impacts capable of destroying buildings without sustaining a scratch. That's more powerful than the most advanced bulletproof vest. Gamma strength She-Hulk musculature. Explained. Jennifer Walters, upon becoming She-Hulk, acquired muscles that would be a bodybuilder's dream, only with the bonus of gamma radiation. But what does this mean exactly? Well, your muscles have an unmatched ability to contract that defies the laws of physics as we understand it. Your overdeveloped muscles aren't just for show. They operate at a level where muscle fibers generate an output force that can literally move mountains. Want an example? She-Hulk can lift over 100 tons, and that's just the beginning. As she trains and pushes her limits, these numbers could climb even higher. Literally, the sky is the limit. What if you're thinking that with great power comes a great need for rest? Well, think again. She-Hulk has a superpowered metabolism that metabolizes an absurd amount of energy so efficiently that fatigue is barely a factor for her. Forget that pre-kingdom. Her body is its own gamma energy factory. Speaking of fatigue, even in the unlikely scenario that She-Hulk actually needs a break, her healing factor kicks in. Thanks to the gamma radiation pumping through her body, she recovers from exhaustion in the blink of an eye. It's like having a reset button after a hardcore workout. Ultimately, She-Hulk biology is a fascinating mix of gamma radiation and brute force. Her muscle mass is not just about size, but also about biochemical efficiency, that provides incredible displays of power. And if we're going to talk about strength, we can't forget the set of bones, tendons, and ligaments that are also strengthened by radiation, allowing her to withstand the enormous tensions resulting from her heroic acts. Intelligence that intimidates. Let's not forget one of the most incredible parts of She-Hulk. She maintains her intelligence and consciousness, even though she is transformed into She-Hulk. While her cousin Hulk may have difficulty keeping calm, Jennifer uses her green side to help in the courtroom, maintaining her analytical skills and eloquence, which makes her a formidable opponent in any field, whether fighting or arguing. Superhuman jumping She-Hulk leg muscles are strong enough, allowing her to jump ability heights of at least 600 feet and a surface distance of at least 10 feet. Once, in a state of rage, she jumped from downtown New York to Rikers Island, where Star Fox was being held. Superhuman durability. In addition to her strength, She-Hulk has a high degree of resistance to injury. Her skin is capable of withstanding tremendous pressures, temperatures from 190 Fahrenheit to 30 Fahrenheit, and she is able to withstand direct hits from cannon shells. Regenerative healing factor. She-Hulk body has high resistance to injury and pain, and her highly efficient physiology makes her immune to most earthly diseases. Resurrection, immortality. As with the Hulk and other beings with gamma powers, She-Hulk was considered immortal and incapable of dying permanently. However, this energy was apparently lost after the Green Door was effectively shut down. Gamma blasts. Jen was imbued with an additional dose of gamma radiation, causing her to generate enough energy to cause severe burns upon physical contact, in order to better temper this newfound ability. Black Panther created a Wakandan war suit that Jennifer used to better control her energy discharges. Pay attention, save this information, and we'll talk about it in a moment. Gamma spit, less of an attack, but a byproduct of his excess gamma radiation. Jen's salivary secretions had a highly acidic effect on everything they came into contact with. Yes, keep this information and I will talk about it too. Specialist combatant? She-Hulk was trained by Gamora in several martial arts across the galaxy, and she learned which nerves to attack to knock an opponent unconscious. She-Hulk can have sex with a normal human without, causing a fatal accident. Let's delve into this delicate and curious topic, and of course keep everything in a jovial and informative tone. First of all, guys, this is a theoretical exploration. She-Hulk is incredibly powerful, right? If you're hoping this video answers that question in a yes, she can, or no, never way, I'm sorry to say that real life and fiction are much more complex. So, let's understand a little about biology and physics to decipher this issue. She-Hulk can lift tons and is tougher than any ordinary human, but that doesn't mean she has no control over her strength. Just as we learn to perform delicate tasks with our hands, such as writing or using cutlery without causing destruction, She-Hulk certainly has a refined perception of her own strength. So think of it this way. If she can open a door without ripping it off its hinges, who's to say she wouldn't know how to restrain herself in moments of intimacy? So, remember what I said to remember that information back then? We have to take a look at some of She-Hulk's altered biological functions that could pose an intimate risk. First off, our green girl, Jennifer Walters, is a force of nature charged with gamma energy. This is not a joke. The energy is so powerful that it can cause burns just by touching it. Just imagine the danger of a tight hug. But there's more. Jen, not only can you burn things to the touch, but even your spit is acidic. Yes, you didn't read it wrong. Her salivary secretions are gamma acid type. So even a little kiss can be a bit risky. That's where Wakanda's science and technology comes in, because King Black Panther gave that little help. Jen was given a Wakandan war suit to keep her gamma energy blasts under control. This means that even with all these potentially dangerous powers, there is a way to mediate the situation and keep everything on track. The suit is made with super advanced technology capable of neutralizing and confining this radiation and acidic effects. Let's speak clearly. Even with all the risk of gamma radiation and salivary acid, the truth is that love and attraction often defy danger. In the case of our dear She-Hulk, this Wakandan costume could be the key to an intimate moment, without fear of radioactive consequences. More than that, remember that She-Hulk is a super intelligent and aware person. She would know how to act with care, affection, and plenty of communication to ensure things don't get out of hand. It's all about having technology and wisdom on her side. Because, let's remember, she has already slept with Juggernaut and Tony Stark. But in you? What do you think of She-Hulk? Make sure to share this video and comment and subscribe to the channel. A hug from Cyber Nerd.